J.R. Wilson, President of Delta Veterans Group. Delta Veterans Group is hosting the stand down on the Delta. We're very honored to have the military, the United States Air Force Reserve here today building tents along with the Army Reserve units out of Sacramento. The Air Reserve unit came all the way from Riverside, California with our tents today. As you can see, we've got Arctic shelters going up behind us. These men and women that come to stand down on a Delta, not only do we house them in awesome locations, but we also help them with their court services. We have Alameda Supreme Court judges coming in. We have Contra Costa County legal services coming in to interview for their veterans court that they have in Martinez. We have Healing California coming in with 15 different dentists. The VA outpatient clinic in Martinez is coming in with full medical. These men and women get to keep their pets right here on this location. We want to thank the Contra Costa County Fairgrounds Event Center for letting us use their facilities. As you can see, we get use of all the fairgrounds for here, as we're expecting anywhere between 325 and 375 veterans and their family members to come right here to our city, Antioch, California, to help our veterans that are in the most need, our homeless veterans and at-risk veterans, for full services. Not only do they get all those other services, they get DMV, they get housing services. We're making a big emphasis on employment. These men and women served our country. Let's serve them by giving them jobs in our communities where they can live right here with us and be part of our community. We thank everybody that's here. There's 1,300 volunteers that are going to be coming through here. 80 different organizations. Chevron, our major sponsor, they came in with a nice big donation to help us provide the services that we need to provide. They're always there for us. They're there for us with the East Bay stand down in Alameda County as well. So we love to give Chevron a lot of love for that. But we have all the major service organizations as well. We have the VFW, the DAV, the American Legion, Delta Veterans Group, all of the veterans community coming together along with our regular citizens that live here in East Contra Costa County. Mike, we even have tent leaders coming from South Carolina. They're flying in from South Carolina. We have people coming in from Arizona and Oregon to volunteer here. They're not being paid. They're coming here just for the passion in their heart to serve our veterans community that we have here in the San Francisco Bay Area, which includes San Francisco, Alameda County, Contra Costa County, Solano County, and Stanislaus County. We have First Student that goes out and picks up all of those with their buses. All of our veterans have key location sites to be picked up throughout those 5 counties. First Student donates those buses to come out and pick those up, and then they come here on Friday. When they get here on Friday, they get checked in. Then they also get probably their first hot meal that they probably had in a couple days, and that's going to be our own Antioch Rotary is going to be serving them that nice first hot dinner. That nice hot dinner that they get is going to be served by our Antioch Rotary. So we have all the local civic organizations involved as well, to include our Rotary, our Ladies Seroptimus, our Lions Club, our Elks. All of our major organizations are here today joining us. So we want to thank you, and we want to thank, if you want to come down and help with setup, we're setting up today and we're setting up early tomorrow morning. If you haven't been able to sign up online, you come down here. The only thing we ask is for insurance purposes, you sign your life away with a waiver. No. But we do have a waiver to sign, and we can get you in there to do some of the spots. So thank you very much. To get 80 different organizations to come together, we had to start our planning, and we always started planning in December of the year before. So in December of 2018 is when we started bringing those organizations together for planning meetings. There's over 500 hours of planning that goes into this as far as hours go. We have to raise $100,000. Thank goodness we live in a great community that makes that possible. All of that takes time. And it's kind of funny, as you start to see the event coming together, you see all those pieces coming together, and then that's how you get what we have here today. Right here where we're standing, there's going to be 15 of those tents that are behind us right here just for our men. This is the Chris Dunn's men's encampment. Chris Dunn was a tent leader that we had for many years in the East Bay stand down, our stand down, as well as North Bay stand down. Unfortunately, he was exposed to Agent Orange in Vietnam, developed diseases associated with that, and since passed away. So this is our Chris Dunn's men's encampment. He was a great leader in our community. We want to recognize him as well. So when all those pieces come together, It's a beautiful thing. Like I said, we got 1,300 volunteers that come through here. We have great leaders in the community that have been planning this. We have some of the challenges that we always run into with planning. As you can see, we have the military here. In 2015, we lost them due to fires. 2017, we lost the military due to fires. So there's all these mother natures that come out there. They have to really pull them together. That's one of the biggest challenges that we have, is the coordination with the military and getting them on. They can't commit the tents 6 months out. They really make that commitment about 25 to 30 days ahead of time, which is, it's kind of tough, but that is one of our biggest collaborations that we have. As we're dealing in the event, we're dealing with a population that is used to a transit seat, so they're coming, going. This is a clean and sober environment. We do not allow any alcohol or any drugs, so we do have challenges with our participants in that way, but we give them the treatment that they need. We have mental health specialists, we have Alcohol and Anonymous, we have Narcotics Anonymous, so we have recovery. We have over 60 chaplains that come here and walk around the grounds. And those chaplains are from all faiths, Muslims to Jewish to Catholic to Christian. All the faiths come together. We also accept every gender or question of gender. So we have LGBTQ out here as well. We want to accept those veterans that served regardless of where they came from or how they got here. We serve them that served us. And so some of our biggest challenges. We also have, we do off-site recreation, so that's a challenge. We have to get our participants from here to the Paradise Gate. Thank you, Jeff, for opening that for us. We also have on-site fishing for the veterans. We also keep their pets. So you can imagine all of those moving parts coming together, especially with pets, but we have the team in place to really make that organization. If you were here in 2015 and you're here today, you're going to see night and day. Night and day. 2015, we were learning the event as well as the community learning the event. And now the community has learned this event, and they come in droves, and we have that organization that steps up and gives you what we have here today. Thank you.
Hey, good morning. I'm Paul Scannell. I'm in charge of the ambassadors. I'm on the board for the executive board for the Delta Veterans Group. And I got involved with JR the first year this thing started out, helping veterans and everything, and I just wanted to know what I could do for the community, because I was commander for the American Legion for 6 years, and now I'm the commander for the disabled American veterans over in Pittsburgh. And we've seen a lot of people coming in and out, getting lost and begging for help. And when I found out about the stand down, it was a natural progression just to jump in and help out. And my wife gets involved, and my kids are involved in helping. We all volunteer. We're here for the veterans. This isn't some scam to make money or anything. This is more money going out than ever coming in. And everybody, the volunteers come from all over the place, and we're all super people. And 90% of them, I would say, are veterans giving back to the veterans community. But we still do have a lot of local people that are getting involved too. They're understanding the trials that a lot of our brothers and sisters went through or are going through at this time. And everyone's it's a happy-go-lucky group. Even though we're all strangers, by the time we leave here, we're all blood brothers. If we can get just one veteran or one family into their own home, get them a job, make them a productive member of society, so to speak, that's going to make the whole thing worthwhile. Even though there's going to be over 300 of them here, if we can save just one, get them off the street, get them to be self-supportive and everything, that makes the whole darn thing worthwhile.
I'm Senior Master Sergeant Andre Cryle from the 163rd Civil Engineering Squadron down in March. We are about up here to participate in this event to give back to the veterans, and we're setting up about 20 tents with electrical generation and HVAC, and we're here for the expertise side, and we're seamlessly working here with the Army with the lieutenant here.
Good. I'm Lieutenant Liggins. I'm from the 185th MP Battalion out of Pittsburgh. Yeah, we have volunteers here just helping out our Air Force brothers. I'm just helping them get set up for this great event that we've got going on. Just any volunteers that we can get to help set up, we brought them over here and just getting that work.
So how long did it take to set up one of these tents, or the whole haul of it, or what's kind of the timeline?
Typically, 8 to 10 man teams can set up a full tent in about 45 minutes. We're limited on the manpower right now, so we decided to break it down into a more of assembly line. So that way we have specific teams doing floors, the arches, purlins, and the skins and everything. Then we have our subject matter experts with the electrical. They're getting everything ready, testing the HVAC, testing the generators. So that way we can seamlessly get together as quickly as possible with the number of people we have.
So given the amount of everything you guys see around the state and around the world, is this kind of more of a special event that you guys can contribute to, or is it just kind of business as usual?
No, I mean, on my side, I volunteered many times before, even without the military, to give back to the veterans. And this is a special point for me and to help out our own brothers from the past. And I love to give back.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. It's part of being in the National Guard. It's part of what we signed up for, is volunteering. But this is a special event, being able to help the people that came before us and where they're at now. Anything we can do to help them, always a pleasure.
For you both, what do you guys hope to have achieved over the weekend? When it's all said and done, what do you hope happens with everyone getting services and camaraderie?
Well, I mean, my first thought is that we make their lives better, the veterans. Give them the medical benefits that they deserve, the recognition that they deserve, and any opportunity that we can to give back. I love that for the community. And also, I've enjoyed several times already working with our brothers in the Army as one team for the Guard, for the California.
Absolutely, can you agree more? Just the veterans getting out of this, just those services, putting them in a better place, and even if just for a weekend, but definitely setting them up for a better future from here on out. The next event that comes up, they'll come back. The returners, that's always great as well. And again, like Senior Master Sergeant here said, being able to work with the Air Force, being able to work with those other branches, not only is it a good time, it's a pleasure to work with them, it also helps us gain expertise in other fields that we don't always get to work with as well.